Coming into our yin practice, start to slowly float up to seated. And let's extend those legs out in front. And shift towards the top of your mat because we're going to make our way onto our backs first. So however you want to get there, maybe roll through the spine, come all the way down. Float those knees into the chest, taking the palms onto the knees. Let's start to make little circles, keeping the feet together, open the knees, and then bring the knees back together. So just making circles here. Close the eyes, feel the shoulders grounding. And then maybe taking one more circle with those knees. Then we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. So feet are coming together and let those knees drop. Create that diamond shape with the legs. And you can keep the palms on the thighs if that's comfortable for you, or inhale, float them overhead. Maybe bending the elbows for cactus arms. So this is our first yin posture. So allow the body to start to open up. If you feel a lot of tension or resistance in the hips, slide those feet down a little bit and see if that eases things up. It could make things a little bit more challenging too. So just find a position where you can relax here. Coming back to your breath. And take this opportunity to quiet the mind. If you find that your mind is wandering, just focus on that breath. Finding stillness here, but remembering in our yin practice, we search for that edge, that point of resistance, and when you find it, hold and just breathe and let the body do its magic, surrender into the postures, finding space. Feel your body connecting, grounding with the earth. Let's slowly start to bring the knees together. If the arms are overhead, exhale, float them down alongside the body. Inhale, bring those knees into the chest. And take whatever movements you need. If it feels natural to start to come into making those circles again, go ahead and do that. And then from here, extend both legs up to the sky. Relax through the shoulders, the neck. This is great posture to do whenever you're feeling anxiety or stress. You can bring the legs up against the wall and just breathe. And slowly let's float those feet down to the ground, bringing the feet hips width apart. Extend that right leg up to the sky. And take our modified pigeon pose, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and then gently start to press that right knee away. So you should start to feel a little stretch in that right hip. Maybe flex the right foot. You can stay right here, or if you want to go deeper, thread that right arm through the window of the legs, taking both palms behind that left thigh, and then float that right leg up, or left leg up to the sky, creating that figure 4. This is a perfect stretch to do whenever you have any kind of lower back issue or hamstring, glute. So as you settle in here, just notice how your body's feeling. If you're feeling a lot of tension, resistance right here, then hold here. If you feel like you can go deeper, maybe start to draw the legs in towards the chest, keeping the upper body relaxed. Staying with that nice breath. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Slowly start to float that left foot down towards the ground. Release the arms. Extend that right leg up to the sky. Float the left leg to meet it. Feel the body ground. And just notice how your body's feeling. Maybe you feel a difference from that right hip to the left. Take the time to notice how your practice, how the poses are affecting your body. And slowly, let's float that left foot down to the ground. And just coming into the pose on the other side, crossing the left ankle over the right knee. Gently press that left knee away. Flexing the left foot. When and if you're ready, thread that left arm through the window of the legs. Take that right palm behind the right thigh. And come into your figure 4 or reclined pigeon pose. Flexing the feet. Relax through the neck, the shoulders. Keep opening up that left knee. Draw the legs in. Just breathing here. Settle in. Search for that edge. Allow your body to relax. start to float that right foot down. Release the hands. Extending that left leg up to the sky. Right leg up. Take a moment to notice how the hips feel, the glutes, the back. And start to bend the knees, draw the knees into the chest. And from here, taking the palms behind the thighs, start to gently roll forward and back. We're going to make our way up to sit. Roll through the spine. And then when you're ready, just come up to seated. And then we're going to open up to the side of our mat, coming into a straddle. So let those sits bones ground, and it doesn't matter how wide the legs are, just do what you can here. Maybe shake the legs out, flex the feet, point the toes a couple of times. So we're going to come into a lateral stretch here and hold it. So just move into these slow, since we are holding it for a while. Don't really rush to go deep into the pose. So big inhale, float those arms up. Exhale, float them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale this time. Take that right palm onto the right shin or knee, and then slowly lifting up, start to float that left arm overhead. And think about lengthening along that left side body. Feel that left hip ground. Gently begin to open the chest towards the sky. Focus more on opening up that left side rather than getting that right body closer to the leg. If your arm starts to get tired and you need to make any movements, go ahead and do that. And as the body allows, you can go a little deeper. You start to tense up or get any sensations in the neck, the head, just maybe take little movements just to shake it out. just going to hold a little longer. And slowly, let's inhale, float back through center. And just come back to center and take a minute to notice how you feel. From that left side to the right side. Let's inhale, float the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping those sits bones grounded, nice and long through the spine. Let's take it over to the other side. Gently easing into this lateral stretch. Lifting and lengthening. Feel that right side body opening up or getting longer here. Feeling that right hip ground. Opening the chest to the sky. Holding just a little bit longer here. Maybe try to go a little deeper if you can. Slowly inhale, come back to center. Take another moment to just settle, let that settle in and feel how you feel. Big inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, float them down. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to come into shoelace pose. So stacking the knees, you're going to cross the legs. So a lot of times it's easier to get into this pose coming up onto the palms. And just look down and bring the right knee over the left knee. And slowly ease the hips down. So for some, this is easy. For others, not so easy. This is challenging for me, so it's okay if you can't get the knees stacked exactly on top of each other or touching. Just do the best you can do. You'll start to feel a nice deep stretch in the outer hips. Maybe take the hands to the ankles. Just start by grounding the hips. Feel those sits bones grounding to the earth. And start to sit up nice and tall. Keeping the upper body relaxed. Maybe close the eyes. So you can totally just stay right here. If you feel really good here and you feel like you want to challenge yourself, you can start to walking those ankles forward. Start to come into a forward fold. Gently letting the forehead come towards the knees. So it gets pretty intense here. This is really challenging for me. So don't feel like you have to come into a fold. You can just stay right at that beginning part of the pose. Wherever you are, staying with your breath. Times the poses that are the most challenging, most uncomfortable are the poses that we need to practice the most. And little by little, the more we practice them, the more comfortable we get, and could become our favorite poses. If you want, you can start to Make your way into a lateral stretch in this pose, but only if you feel like that's something you want to try to do. Otherwise, just stay right where you are. So bringing the palms to the sides of the mat. Inhale, float that right arm up. And gently start to come into a lateral side stretch. If it gets too intense, slowly just make your way out. Give yourself time to explore in the poses, listening to your body. And then slowly make your way back through center. Inhale, let's float the left arm up. Exhale, release. Take the palms behind you. Let's just release those legs, bringing the soles of the feet, ground them, and just let the knees just go from side to side. So, unfortunately, we have to do that on the other side. For those of you that have been taking class for a while, you know that this is not my favorite pose. But I have to do it because I know it's what I need. So, however you want to come onto the other side this time, I think we're taking the left knee over the right? Is that right? So for me, getting into this pose, I come onto my palms first, then get the knees stack, and slowly bring my sits bones down to the ground. Just make sure you're doing the opposite of what you just did. And sometimes it's easier to get the knee stacked on one side than the other. So first, let's center. Feel both of those hips grounding. Take the hands to the ankles. And just settle in here. A lot of times I feel I'm tensing up in my shoulders, my neck, my face. So try to just relax all that, shake it out, do whatever you need to do to just relax in this pose. Remember, the breath is your friend. Stay with that breath. It's going to help the body just surrender, go deeper, find that space. If you feel really good and you want to go into that forward fold, take the hands to the ankles. Walk them away slightly and then gently start to make your way into the fold. So I really can't go too far. I feel that resistance, that tension in my outer hips instantly. So I'm just going to hold here. So for me, I feel like I just want to move out of this pose, but that's what our yin practice is all about. It's just holding, as long as we're not feeling any pain, just holding there and just letting the body do its magic. If and when you're ready, you can totally stay in that fold if that feels good for you. If you want to come into that lateral stretch, come back to center, and slowly start to float that right arm overhead. Maybe walk that left palm out slightly. Just listen to the body here. Don't push anything or do anything that's not working for you. Let's exhale, release. And inhale, float that left arm up. And take it over to the left side. And exhale, release, come back to center. Take those palms behind you. Mindfully release the legs, ground those feet. Let's just let those knees drop from side to side. Shake it out. So all these poses are preparing us for our peak pose, which is banana pose. So come back to the top of your mat and just make your way onto your back. However you want to get there, roll through the spine. Coming all the way down. Let's just bring those knees in one more time. Hug them in. Giving yourself a big hug. And then let's float those legs, extending them out onto your mat. Inhale, float the arms overhead, palms to the sky. And then from here, Start to walk the legs over towards the right side of your mat, maybe taking them all the way off the mat. Begin to create a banana shape or a crescent shape with your body. Getting a nice lateral stretch along that left side, keeping the hips grounded, the shoulders grounded. So just settle in here, and then you have the option to take that left leg and cross that left ankle over the right ankle, going a little deeper. It's optional. You can take that right hand, wrap it around the left wrist, and then start to draw that left arm up, gently pulling with that right hand. So just little ways to go a little deeper into this lateral side body stretch, but let this totally be relaxing, opening, take the intensity out. Just relax here. And slowly, let's release those arms. If the ankle's crossed, uncross it and just walk those feet back in towards the center. Just let that settle in. Notice how you're feeling from one side to the other. Probably feel a little lopsided. And then let's just balance out the body. Begin to walk those legs over to the left side off the mat, or as far as you can go. And then start to bring that upper body, creating that crescent, moon shape, banana shape. Cross that right ankle over the left, if you did on the other side. Take that left hand, fingers wrap around that right wrist, and gently draw that arm up overhead. Getting a deeper lateral side body stretch. And then just settle in and relax, breathe. as the body allows, maybe inch, go a little deeper. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. Let's slowly start to release and cross the ankles, walk those legs back onto the mat. Release the arms, taking them out to the sides, palms facing up. We're going to just go right into our Shavasana and taking those legs nice and wide. When you're ready, take up a lot of space here. Feel really open. Notice how you feel in the joints, especially the shoulders, the hips. Let those feet relax, the ankles, the shins, the knees, the thighs, the hips. Feel really open. Feel the belly rise, the belly fall. Feel the chest rise, the chest fall. And chest is open, your heart is open. The arms feel heavy, just melting into the earth. Shoulders are open. Unclench the jaw, relax the brow. Just let any thoughts float out the top of your head. Slowly start to bring your awareness back. Bringing some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Inhale, float the arms up overhead. Bend the knees and just make your way onto your side, coming into a fetal position. Just taking some deep breaths there. Slowly, when you're ready, start to make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, all the shoulders back, palms to knees. Close the eyes, closing out our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful practice with me. Take a minute to thank yourself for showing up, getting on your mat, making time for your health, your well-being. As in our practice and in life, make sure to take time to stop and just see how you feel. Give yourself that time to take it all in. And may there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at kavelalife.com. Become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Kavela Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.